I rebuilt a zero-star team on College Football 26. Yes, guys, and in today's video, we are rebuilding the worst team in College Football 26, the 61 overall Akron Zips. We're going to be becoming their head coach. We're going to be a recruiter. I just want to get the best recruits possible into the program. And in today's video, the playbook we're going to be running is my favorite playbook to run is either LSU or Michigan. But I think for this, we're just going to go with Michigan just because I just feel like we're not going to have the good receivers and such to be running LSU's playbook. Stick with a base 4-3 defense. So Akron went 4-8 in 2024. So our expectations are going to be pretty low. But just looking at our roster real quick, our highest rated player is a 83 overall tight end. He's a sophomore, so he's going to be big for us. All right, and for the quarterback situation, we have a 74 overall quarterback, and then we have a couple of freshmen in the 60s. Halfback, we have a 79 overall junior. Receiving core, very lackluster. That's why I didn't want to run LSU's playbook. The O-line is just not good either. This team obviously has a lot of work to do, and the biggest thing for us is going to be our recruiting classes. So looking at our schedule this year, we have Wyoming and Nebraska in our UAB and FCS East in our non-conference, and then we are obviously in the MAC conference. As you can see, we only have 375 hours as rough. And as you can see, just like on our recommended recruits, we have a lot of 1-stars. I'm going to try to stay away from getting 1-stars on our board. If we can't start landing any of these 2-stars, we're royally screwed. But I guess we'll transition to trying to get these 1-stars. But for now, I'm just going to really try to push for 2 and 3 stars. So going into week 2, we won our first game against Wyoming. I have to see what we did against Nebraska. I'm going to assume that we lost, but we got our first commit of the video, and it's a quarterback. That's actually 2 quarterbacks that we have committed, and a running back, 3 commits, 4 commits, 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, a wide receiver. Let's go. So we have 5 commits. We are 1-1. Honestly, this is a lot better than I thought we would be doing. 5 commits off the bat, and we are about to get a 6 for us early on. It's just going after local recruits. So if you guys remember from College Football 25, each scheduled visit was 40 points, but it can range from anywhere from 10 to 40 points, depending on how close they are. As you can see, he is from Eastlake, Ohio. Our pipeline is Ohio. So we can go ahead and schedule him for a visit. Proximity to home, he wants that. So that's what we're going to do because we got the A+ for the deal breaker. Our recruiting class is actually shaping up to be very nice. We already have 7 recruits. And are we still first in the MAC? We're not. Eastern is in front of us because they just have one more. They have a 3-star, which is screwing us up. But we'll see where we go. We're 2-4 right now. I'm just going to go to the end of the season for you guys now. Alrighty, guys. And then we didn't end up with the top recruiting class in the MAC at the end of the year. We just can't get any 3-stars yet, which should be changing soon after we look at our season that we just had. But we had to start getting some 3-stars. And if you look at our schedule, we went 6-6, 4-4 in the MAC. So we were just kind of mid overall. We actually had a combined opponent record of a positive record, probably due to Nebraska being actually good. But, we ended up starting on a short losing streak, went on a short losing streak, and we ended up winning 20-17 in the final week of the season to become bowl eligible. We'll see if we do get a bowl game. I don't know if we will. It's not a sure thing. We didn't make the conference championship game or anything with a record like that. Probably goes to whoever was on the top with all those 3-stars. And the Heisman Trophy winner is SMU quarterback Kevin Jennings in season number 1. And we do end up getting a bowl game. We get the Game Above Sports Bowl against Cal. So, I don't know if we're going to win this. This is our job offers. We're not going to leave. This is obviously an Akron rebuild. But we could become a coordinator at 2 Power 5 schools after our season. So, we'll see if we win this. I doubt that we do. It looks like we fell short in our bowl game, but that's just gonna us making a bowl was an uphill battle in the first place. So now into the off season we go, and we have a couple of players that want to leave us. So this is not good. We're gonna try to I don't think we even are gonna be able to convince any of them. They all say low, so I guess we're just cooked. Try to persuade, not persuaded. Try to persuade, has not been persuaded. 0 for 2. Let's try to get some people in this transfer portal. We actually cooked. We were able to get 12 3-stars, so that boosts us up to a top 100 class and the second best class in the MAC. All right, so after training, we actually do have a better overall team, especially because of all of our transfers too. You can just see we have a lot more. I think we had 180 plus overall, and now we have a lot. So now I think we're going to actually have a much better season. We just got to keep recruiting, keep cooking. Alrighty, and our schedule for year 2 is UNLV, Wake Forest, and FCS East in the non-conference, as well as Middle Tennessee. And then we have Ball State, Miami, Buffalo, Toledo, Bowling Green, Central Michigan, UMass, and Northern Illinois. Honestly, a very easy schedule. Literally the best team in our thing that we'll have to play is Toledo. And that's probably going to be the same for every year. Buffalo is also a solid squad. Other than that, teams were either better than or the same record as. So at the end of season number 2, we are playing for the MAC championship. We are ranked 21st in the nation. We are 11-1, and we have one of the best recruiting classes I've ever had like this early into a rebuild like this. We have the best recruiting class in the MAC conference, but we also have a top 25 recruiting class at Akron. 11 3-stars. I remember we couldn't get any of those 3-stars to come just a couple of years ago, and now they all just want to come. They all just want to come. All right, and I haven't played any of these games so far, but I'm going to play the moments of the MAC championship here in year 2.
After a compelling season of action, it all comes down to this: 2 survivors to battle for the MAC championship trophy. Welcome, folks, to Ford Field, the home of the Lions here in Detroit, Michigan. As we'll see a team from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on the 21st ranked team, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going.
Alrighty, so it looks like it needs us here on 3rd down. Let's see. Miami, Ohio is only 7-5, but we're 11-1. All right, let's see. Garfield, the all-time passing yards leader in school history. Our transfer, he fires. He's got Myers down the sideline. He'll rumble into the red zone. If that is true, that's very good. Payne gets in. Touchdown, Zips. We're there, and he has nowhere to go. Hole brings him down. So 3rd down again. We're going through the air. Garfield under pressure, nowhere to go, and he's going to go down. Alrighty, we're back in the red zone. I forgot. I don't know how to playmaker. I don't know how the new playmaker works, and I throw a pick. It up. 2 minutes left in the 3rd. I'm going to roll out. He's going to be wide open. He's going to be wide open. Are they going to be able to catch up to him? Adams into the end zone. First and 10. We're just trying to run this clock down and come out champions. The give to Payne up the middle, and he's going to go nowhere. All right, we'll try to see if we can catch him off with this jet sweep. And he has nowhere to go. He goes down the backfield. All right, boys, this slants have been cooking them all day. I think we're just going to take off. And he fumbles. And Miami, Ohio comes out with the ball. 2-minute drive, up, down 4. Disastrous plays there. They run the RPO. They're going nowhere. Second down, they go with the RPO again. 3rd and 3. Probably going to be 4-down territory here no matter what. And they just hit the layer. And he gets lit up, but he holds on to it.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's running out of time.
Nowhere to go. He goes down. Picked up a yard on the scramble.
Championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minute?
Where's he? Nowhere to go. We bring him down for our 2nd sack of the day. 3rd and 14. He fumbles the ball. They'll pick it up, but it's going to be 4th and forever. Where's he going to go with it? He goes deep, and he gets it on 4th and 22. That's on me, boys. I should have been playing the sticks, but they have another 1st and 10 here. And he caught it. It all comes down to a minute to go in the red zone. My football! My football! The user lurk! That should do it. We're just going to run this clock down. And we are going to be able to kneel this one out and walk out of Ford Field Mid-American Conference champions. In season number 2, the Akron Zips are 12-1 conference champions with a shot at getting into the college football playoff. And boys, the 12-1 record wasn't quite enough with that MAC schedule. New Mexico State, with the same record as us, is going to get that group of 5 bid. Now, it's just unfortunate that we go 12-1. Let's look at the schedule we had. Yeah, our one loss was a 3-point loss to Wake Forest in week number 1. Our combined opponent record was 75-83. That's probably what did it for us. The strength of schedule just wasn't there. We took care of business in most of these games. We beat Bowling Green 62-3. Some of these games were close, though. Central Michigan was close. Toledo and Buffalo were the other 2 teams that were supposed to be the best in the conference, and they had underwhelming seasons. We'll try to see what bowl game we do get. Rocco Becht, who I believe was in the transfer portal, transferred to Clemson, wins the Heisman Trophy. And we have Nebraska. We played them last year, but now we're playing in the game above Sports Bowl. I think we played that bowl last year as well. I'm just going to go ahead and sim this. I don't really care about – I care about bowls, but, a bowl like that. 1,500 XP, that might be why we won. And we did win. We upset Nebraska. I don't even know if it's an upset. We're ranked, they're not. But we end up beating Nebraska. And it was a close one, 28-26 against Nebraska. So Clemson avenges their 2025 national championship loss with a 16-0 perfect season against Florida in the Natty. They won 45-39. What a game. And Clemson's just a point away from having back-to-back national championships. That's really tough. Now, with us having such a good season, I think we could actually make a splash in the transfer portal. I don't think a lot of our players are going to even want to leave. Let's see how many players we have leaving. And we don't have any transfers leaving. All these guys are graduating. So when push comes to shove, we end up with a 31-man class here. Where do we rank amongst the MAC? I think we should still probably be number 1. We do drop out of the top 25 into number 57. Toledo also does their thing. Toledo does their thing in the portal more than anything, but um, yeah, 19 3 stars and a 4 star. So we've got our recruiting all started. Still mostly 3 stars, unfortunately, that are interested in the program. But our schedule is as follows: FCS East, UNLV, Rutgers, Northern Illinois, Old Dominion, Central Michigan, Bowling Green, Ohio, Buffalo, Kent State, Miami, and Western Michigan. Let's get into this. The end of the year, we are back in the conference championship game. Our recruiting class is one of the best I guess we'll ever have. Um, we are first in the MAC. Toledo is not far behind, and that is probably because they are number 14 in the country. We're number 19. We are 10-2. They are 11-1. So odds are, if we can win this game, we have a shot at making the college football playoff.
After a compelling season of action, it all comes down to this: 2 survivors to battle for the MAC championship trophy. Welcome, folks, to Ford Field, the home of the Lions here in Detroit, Michigan, as we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going.
All right, boys, 3rd down. They're about to be in the red zone. We have to get a stop here. I'm on audible, and they run an RPO, and we'll bring him down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's in 3rd and manageable.
What a terrible throw.
20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive.
Did not see that fat ass. Oh, my goodness.
He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Rockets.
How about that one, Chris? The big man goes up, shows
down and short.
All right, we got to stop him here on 3rd down. We're going to blitz, and they run a screen. Can we get there? It's going to be 4th down and 1. So I end up going for it and getting it.
On 1st down, it's play action. Caught over the middle. It's Galloway. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw.
We end up scoring again, but it's just too little too late. Our defense just wasn't up to snuff this game. 31-13 is the final. Hopefully we get a good bowl game.
Into this game. I think they were very confident that they had everything that it took to be able to win this football game, and now they're going to have to put this one behind them, learn from the mistakes, move forward, can still have a great season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So Christopher Vezina, I think is how you say his name, ends up winning the Heisman. We get the Arizona Bowl against Wyoming. Let's see if we win. And we do, and we end up finishing the year at 11-3, number 18 in the nation. Let's move on to next year. Alrighty, guys, and our schedule is as follows: FCS East, Wyoming, Rice, Liberty, Miami, UMass, Central Michigan, Ball State, Toledo, Buffalo, Northern Illinois, and Bowling Green. We end up going 10-2, which is the 2nd best record in the MAC, but just because the MAC has divisions, we end up losing out on our opportunity to play for the MAC championship. We end up losing to UMass and Toledo. We lost by 1 to Toledo, which is really unfortunate. They are pretty much our rivals in this video. But let's just move on to next season. I don't really know what to say. Ohio ends up making it. Through the transfer portal, we ended up actually landing a new 4-star QB, and he's going to be a junior. And then we had 2 more other 4-stars commit, so we end up with 4 4-stars coming to the squad. Let's go. And our schedule for the 5th year of this rebuild is Utah State, FCS Northwest, James Madison, Delaware, Buffalo, Miami, Ohio, UMass, Bowling Green, Toledo, Ball State, Central Michigan, and Kent State. All right, guys. So at the end of the season, we are 12-0, ranked number 15, and we are in the MAC championship against Western Michigan. We're going to hop in, play these moments, and see how it goes. All right, chat. We are in the red zone. This play's been working for me the entire time I've been playing this game. That's our new 4-star. He's going to take off, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. And just like that, we are back. We're on defense now, but we are back in the red zone, just on the wrong side of it. Blitz was a good call. He's going to get little to no yardage. And here, gonna get into the end zone. Points, boys. Hopefully have the lead going into halftime.
Defense is coming after him.
And there's nowhere to go with.
The play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but
we're gonna see if we can pick it up on the ground. They end up blitzing, but we bounce it outside, and we'll be inside the red zone.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw.
Gonna try for the tight end. He drops that.
The quarterback keeps it on the option.
Our QB, can he get in again? He can. He's down at the 1. We're gonna try to have Ethan Morkos pick up his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game, and he will. Touchdown, Akron.
Crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the move now.
We're gonna playmaker circle, and it's almost intercepted. We had nowhere to go with that ball. Kick is up, and it's going to be way short. And we're not going to get the 1st down on the ground.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit.
Kick is up, and it is going to be through this time. He's 1 for 2 on the field goals. All right, boys. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 7. We need to keep the drive alive just to ice this game out and be MAC champions again. Morkos fires, and that ball is incomplete. All right, boys on defense, trying to make a stop here. Nowhere to go. He's going to run.
Give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They're going to run here.
Try to run into the defense, and the run fits on that play.
The deep throw is incomplete. Team to go. 4th and 3 from their own 28. We bring the ball, but we can't bring it down, and we will behind the line. Let's go. So for the 3rd time in 5 years, the Akron Zips are once again Mid-American Conference champions. And this will punch their ticket to the playoff, barring any other group of 5 team being ranked higher.
But we'll have to wait and see if the committee invites these MAC champions to the college football playoff.
And we missed the college football playoff as 13-0 undefeated MAC champions. I can't believe it.
You want to talk about building confidence?
And after having a 14-0 undefeated season, I'm willing to end this video because I don't know what else I can do. It's clear to me that in just 4 years, we have taken this Akron team from winning 2 games to winning 14, being undefeated, and being on the outside looking into the playoffs. We have won our 4th bowl game in 5 years. 4th in a row. And to me, it's abundantly clear that Coach Homeboibran has brought Akron to national prominence for the first time. I'm going to go ahead and claim a national championship. I'm going to pull a 2017 UCF and claim a natty. Coach Homeboibran head to next. Drop it in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good rest of your day.